Hey, MLS listing subscribers. Welcome back to another episode of the MLS Vendor Spotlight. I'm your host, Dave Scalora, and we've got another great show for you today. So let me introduce our guests today, Ernie Bottom and Andrea Goodhart, who are directors of industry relations for RPR. And Ernie and Andrea, good to see you again. How are you guys?
Hey, thanks, Dave. Happy to be back.
Yeah, you guys,
great to be here.
Excellent. Well, I think it was March. We had you guys on. You guys did the MLS Live back in March, which seems like a year ago. COVID months are kind of like dog years, I think. But great to see you guys back again on this vendor spotlight to go over some cool things. You guys are getting regulars here. I'm going to have to send you some like shirts or hats or something with MLS listings on it here.
There you go.
Fantastic.
We'll be happy to sport that gear, the next time you invite us on.
All right. I know. So I know during the live show we covered mainly, it was you guys just rolled out your was the new kind of look and feel for the website. And I think today we're going to go and focus maybe a little more on some of those cool reports you guys have, and I'll let you guys tell us there, but I know it's pretty cool stuff. So I'm gonna let you guys take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And, what Ernie and I thought we'd do today is take you into, one of our most popular, always used, features and tools, and give you some tips and tricks. But before we get there, let's just rewind for just a moment and just remind everybody that, RPR, Realtors Property Resource, is a member benefit. We are a wholly owned subsidiary of the National Association of Realtors. So RPR, all these great tools and features are available to Realtor members only through the RPR platform, like on your desktop, but also the RPR mobile app. So, as we've seen this crazy real estate market that we've all endured and all the members have, we really wanted to take a look at some tools and give you some tips on RPR reports. RPR reports just consistently always receive rave reviews from the RPR subscribers. They're professional, they're easy to customize, they're comprehensive, and it just really reinforces the knowledge and value of working with a realtor. So today, Ernie and I thought that we would take you on a little tour of reports and give you some extra tips and tricks that we think you'll really appreciate. So what we have here on the screen is the RPR homepage, and to access the reports, you will see and have really three options available to you. Obviously, right at the top menu, you see reports, and when you click on that option, you do see a drop-down menu of the variety of reports, both residential and commercial, that are available to you. And from that point, you also have come from the home page, directly two other ways to access the reports. And that is on the property details page. So strictly at this point, if you select a particular address, for example, you will see that you can go to create report directly from the property details page, and also from the search results. So three different ways to quickly get to the reports tab. And let's just jump right in and take a look at the reports page or tab. And quickly, I'm just going to give you an overview of these items, and then we'll get into some other really cool features, which even if you've been using RPR, you may not be familiar with some of these tips that Ernie and I are going to show you. So for example, you've got the property report here. And with the property report, that's very popular when you're initially working with the client. It gives you a comprehensive look of the details of the property, both public record information, deed, mortgage, photos, MLS data, school, neighborhood information. So it can be a very comprehensive report. And then from that point, You also then have the seller's report. The seller's report is really an enhanced version of a CMA that is very popular for listing presentations. It allows for you to display your subject property, comparative properties on a side-by-side view, and even provide suggested seller's proceeds and other benefits, as well as market activity within that area. So time and time again, we hear from members, hey, love this seller's report. I never go into a listing appointment without it. Property flyer, real quick one-page marketing item that's available to you in open houses, as well as if you've got that quick customer that says, hey, I'm interested in a particular address I just saw. Right from your desktop or your mobile phone, you could quickly send out a property flyer to start the engagement there with them. Mini property, it's all about some basic facts. So that's also a place to start that gives you the highlights, square footage, beds, baths, ownership information on a property. Valuation Workbook. This is an enhanced version. You have to create your CMA, but this comprehensive Valuation Workbook has been a tremendous help to members to support, for example, information that you may be submitting to a lender or part of an appraisal packet, or to that very, very detail-oriented, client or customer that you may have. Market activity reports, again, for a custom area or neighborhood, working with a client that wants to keep up to date on what's happening in their neighborhood. You can share this market activity report or consider with investors, keeping them really abreast of what's going on in the area. Neighborhood reports, great for farming, but this is a comprehensive look at everything from demographics to insightful information about the neighborhood and schools and points of interest. So the neighborhood report is quite an effective tool, for example, even when working with, clients or farming areas, et cetera. And then the school report actually provides a nice summary of contact information for both public and private schools, even charter schools. This is through our partnership with Niche, which is a public website that has comprehensive data on schools nationwide. So that's a quick look at all the different reports that you have. And before I swing it over to Ernie here in just a second, also on the reports tab, you'll see at the very top, My Reports. If you generate a lot of reports, you can actually collapse this section and at any point just click to open it up. RPR reports are kept for 30 days on the site, and your more recent report is right here at the top left. So with that basic overview, I'm going to turn it back over to Ernie, and he's going to talk about some really cool features that are available to all these reports.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrea. Yeah, there are a lot of great reports in RPR. And like she said, we're going to kind of show you some of the tools and the tips that you might not be familiar with. So what I'm going to show you first here is how to kind of get the most out of this home page of the report, the cover sheet. So we're going to first look at this section down here, which is coming from your profile. So when you're on the home page on RPR, just come up to the upper right. You'll either have your picture up here or your initials. Click the little down arrow and then select Profile. That's then going to take you over to your profile, and you want to make sure you do upload a photo. Hopefully it's not your old prom photo, but something that's kind of current. If you want to upload a logo, you can do that as well. All your various contact information, email address, your various phone numbers, if you have a website. Make sure all that information is in there. So then when you are on the report page, it'll all show up on the report. It's like having your business card stapled right to the front of the report. The second thing I wanted to show you is the photo that appears on the report. It's very easy to customize that photo. So Again, here's kind of the stock photo. We also have the Google Street View. But down here on the right-hand side under My Updates, there's a place where you can add a photo or multiple photos. What's nice about RPR2, it's different than the MLS in that anything you add, it's only viewable by you. So when I upload a photo here, I'm the only one that's going to see it or that has access to it. So again, I've uploaded a photo. I'm going to click the little option here, Use for Report Cover, and then I'm going to hit Save. So now that's going to be my cover page for the report. So again, before I go out there and do my listing presentation, maybe I want to get that cover page updated so that I'm going to have a nice looking cover page here for my report. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is the custom pages in the report. So let me just click the little plus sign here for the property report, and you can see the first thing that comes up here is custom pages. Anytime you see these little icons here, you can just put your mouse over that and it's going to tell you a little more about that. Now, the custom pages, that's something that you as a user can upload. It's also something that your brokerage can upload to have some broker content in there. Could be the company marketing plan, things like that. And you manage that over here on the right-hand side under Manage Custom Pages. So I'm just going to click on that, and it takes me to this little tutorial here. So you can upload up to 5 PDF files. Each PDF can be up to 10 meg in size, and then you can decide do you want to put that at the beginning or the end of the report. So I'm just going to click here, Add a Custom Page, and then it's going to take me to my computer where I can see what I have available. So here's one called 20 Tips for Selling Your Home in 2021. So let's go ahead and click on that and add that to our list. So you can see I first have my bio page in there. That is going to be at the end of the report. Then I have some client testimonials. That's also at the end. And then here I have this tips for selling your home. And we can choose to put that again either at the beginning or at the end of the report. Now, when we save that, we're going to see that that now is appearing here. And if it's the person we're generating the report for, if they don't need that, we can just turn it off. So again, it's nice to have all that content in there, and you can add it or not add it just depending on the person you're generating the report for. So again, very easy to take care of. Custom pages, it's over here on the right-hand side, Manage Custom Pages. All right, we'll send it back over to Andrea, and she's got some more tips for us.
That's great. Thanks, Ernie. And to take a look at some of the additional features that we're going to kind of streamline that report for. And Ernie, clarify for me on the custom pages, how many can an agent upload?
5.
5. And how about the broker for those broker PDFs?
I believe that's 5 as well. So you could have a total of 10.
That's right. And those PDFs can each be multiple pages, lots of content and storage available there. So let's go back over to reports and let's just take a look again at the reports page. And there are a few things that with all these different reports, you'll see that we give you an approximate number of pages for each report. And some of those can be rather lengthy, correct? So, for example, with the seller's report, and as we've expanded, you'll see there's custom pages. And as Ernie mentioned, if you did want to include a particular item, just simply deselect and uncheck the box. But there's a few features that people always ask in reference to suppressing data that they may not think that it's appropriate, or they just don't want to have that on the report to have that discussion with the client at that point in time. So again, make the appropriate selections just simply by checking and unchecking for each report the items that you wish to include or remove or suppress. So one of the things that many folks ask about is we have the RVM, the Realtor's Valuation Estimate and Value. So at times, and be honest, these days where the properties, the list price and the valuations can be so skewed, you may just simply want to suppress certain values, so that estimated value maybe on comps, but also on the subject property. You can simply suppress and remove those from a report display. So really take a thorough look through all the options on each report and make sure that you just include the elements that you want. A great example on some reports, like for example, the property report, let's say you're working with an older retired couple that really is not interested in school data. Just uncheck the options, and then you really have customized the report just to the needs of that client. Another little feature over here too, as Ernie talked about the custom pages and being able to insert other documents, PDFs. One thing that we really suggest many times is to, instead of showing the page numbers on the RPR reports, to actually uncheck that, because then if you're inserting, your page numbers are not off. It just is for a nice, cleaner look. And people won't say, what's happened to a few pages here? So anyway, we just always actually say uncheck that for those particular options. But you can see throughout each and every report, you have the options to customize those items that you want simply by expanding at the plus sign and taking a look through all of the different elements for each report that's there. I think too, Ernie, what's the next item that we were going to take a look at? It was really the delivery, right? Options that are available on all these reports.
Yeah, so let me show you that real quick. Scrolling down to the report page here again. So let's say you've generated, or you want to generate a report. You just come on down here. There's a section here where you can personalize the report. So if you want to put, Tom and Betty Smith, and if you want to write a little note to them, hi, Tom and Betty, and then you can explain, what they should look for in that report. Below that is the delivery method. We've got two options here. One is to download a PDF. And what's nice about that is you can then save it to your computer. You can attach it to an email. You can print it. You can just have the PDF on your laptop or tablet and scroll through it as part of the listing presentation. Or you can decide to send it out via email. So let's first look at the PDF option. So when you download the property as a PDF, you can see it's going to be up here. Either way, even if you generate it as an email, the PDF will still appear up here. And you have some options. You can download the report. You can delete it, post on Facebook, or rerun the report. So let's say I'm going to download the report. It's going to then save it to my computer. And then I can come over here and I can look at that PDF. So I can kind of scroll through here, see if there's anything that I don't want to include. Many of your PDF programs allow you to delete or add pages. So let's say I don't want to include these photos. I can just delete that. This is on my Apple computer. I'm using the preview program for editing. There's a free app that you can download for a Windows computer. It's called XODO. It's a free program if you want to delete pages again from the report. Here's the mortgage records. We don't per se want to show that to our buyer. So again, we can really streamline this report. So we can see we started out here at, we got it down to 27 pages. So again, great way to edit that report. You can definitely trim it down using the check boxes. And then there might be a page here or there that you want to delete using some sort of a PDF editor. If we choose to send the report via email, we can come down here and select that option. We can put in, somebody's email address. And then you can see here it's going to come from me, from my email address. So whatever your email address is in RPR, it's going to come from you. The default checkbox is that you'll get a carbon copy as well. And then it's going to send an email. And this is what it's going to look like. Your recipient's going to get this report and says, hi, your report is here. Ernie Bottom has generated a property report on this property. It kind of shows the cover page of the report, the address, and then there's a link, view or download the report. And it also gives my phone number and my email address. So if the person you're sending it to has a question, they can contact you. And it says that this PDF is viewable for the next 30 days. So it's a nice way, again, to send the report. I personally like to download the PDF so I can look at the report before I send it. But if you want to, you can send it directly from RPR. Also, let's see, we also can share the report to Facebook. So you remember that little option here, post on Facebook. This market activity report that Andrea mentioned earlier is a great report to share on your social media. All you have to do is click the post on Facebook option. It's going to then open your Facebook page and drop that report right in there. And then you can put something in here that, might get somebody to open it. Check out what's going on in the market. Some great properties are available. If you're looking to sell, I can help you get the best price, or, whatever you think somebody's going to be interested in. But again, it's going to post that link to the report right in your social media. And again, it's going to be available for 30 days. You can also post that PDF if you want to, like on your website. We also have the mobile app. Andrea mentioned that earlier, and the reports are very easy to access there as well. So here's that same property we were looking at, but on the mobile app, and you can see it shows that 2 reports are available. So if I click that button, it's going to take me to the reports that I generated, the seller's report and the property report. Now you can see there's an option to view the report, and right next to that is a share button. So again, I generated these reports on the computer, but they're accessible on the mobile app. And you can generate reports there as well using this add a report button. But let's take a look at the share button. Here's where you can then share this report to your customer. You can send it through a text message. You can send it through your email, all your different apps that maybe you could send it to. Very easy to attach that file. So do check out the reports on the mobile app. Again, you can generate them on the phone, or you can access reports you've previously generated through the mobile app. All right, so let's go back over to Andrea. Ellen, she's going to take a look at the search results screen.
From this point, there was one feature that many users were asking for some time, and that was just simply a quick print. And with that, you can, for example, do a search and come to either your summary. I think, let me see, Ernie. I'm looking. There we go. We've got our summary search results. And from summary search results, you will see that you now have a print button. And so in many cases, sometimes you might want to review this prior to meeting with a client and simply check some options, some specific properties that they may be interested in, and then select the quick print button. And again, you can select all or just the selected, and you all are very familiar with this type of functionality, within your MLS system. But this is something that we had added, and it's really been quite effective for folks to use this particular feature. Now, another place that you will see the quick print button here is through the new gallery view. Again, you can look at the gallery view and select print and select just the properties that you may want to share with a client or customer. And then, of course, if you have just a particular property that you do want to provide to your client, such as our property that we're looking at here today, you will also see the quick print button. And what's also kind of nice about this is once you have this in your print, viewer, you can look at it landscape or portrait, whichever, of course. But let's say that really all the information I want is just the first 2 pages. Then, of course, just do your custom. I only want to see pages, 1 and 2. And go ahead and print just that. But if you look at this full listing, you can print very quickly just from the print action icon as well. So that's another way to really take a look, and that is a new feature that we've been able to take a look at. So, with that, we've gone through ways to create a unique set of reports, to customize the reports, to save the reports, send the reports, insert additional custom pages, right, Ernie? Streamline your reports by simply checking or unchecking the elements of each report. And, another really cool feature, real quick, is if you look and go into the reports page, one of the things with this new RPR2 that we've done is some inline learning. So if you simply click on Learn from this point, we will give you information about the topic or the action that you're currently in. So we're in reports. So here you can look at a video tutorial. There's some top questions and even Realtor insights on different aspects. So this inline learning based on any topic is really a great, great feature. What else have we got to show them, Ernie?
I was just going to show real quick how they can get more in-depth training if they want it. Again, from the home page, you can easily access this, or from any page really. There's a help link up here, and there's a link then to the training area. Also from the bottom of the home page, same thing, on-demand training your way. Just click RPR Learning, and it's going to take you right over to our Learning Center. And from here, you can really drill down, like Andrea said, you want to just focus on reports. You want to focus on, the CMA, whatever you want, we've got it. Do you want a print piece? Do you want a full-length webinar? Do you just want a quick video? Again, very easy to really drill down to just those items, that you're interested in. So again, do check that out. Again, that's right from the home page. Just click, either right down here, RPR Learning, or from the help menu up here, the training area. So again, a lot of great resources, and you've got a lot of great resources on MLS listings too, right, Dave?
Yeah, no, guys, that was fantastic. Thank you. And so you guys have been nice enough to let us, on our training calendar, we've linked up your classes. So, our subscribers can go right to our training calendar, click on that class and register. And what they're doing is taking your guys' classes taught by your instructors.
That's right. That's the whole series of our national webinar series. And, you and your staff have, I think Peter has just input all of those webinars directly in to the MLS listings calendar, which is great.
It is great.
For the remainder of the year on lots of topics.
I think we also have, I'll mention our YouTube channel. We've got you guys as a partner channel now. So, right there, and I think they can see it right on the screen right here. You can just click on that. It'll take you right in. So a lot of different ways, as well as don't forget, we have you guys at that MLS live show that's on our YouTube channel. So, if you didn't get a chance to catch that, go ahead and watch that as well. So a lot of learning, you guys have so much to learn, a lot of different avenues. I really like that inline learning, by the way. That's really nice.
It's phenomenal. So whatever topic, wherever you are, and that was really part of the refresh, is to make sure that we made learning as easy as possible. So, right from shortcuts or what do you want to learn today, whether it's marketing or research, all the tools are right there for you. So we say just dive in head first, right?
Exactly. That's what we always say.
And really start to learn.
You know, I'm going to update my picture. Now that I've been shamed of using my old prom photo. No, great stuff. And, you know, and open houses are starting up again. We're kind of getting out of this, hopefully, permanently. And so bring those school reports, you know, these open up, bring all these reports. If you're in a jam, you know, flyer, I mean, you got literally everything right there.
Well, and you know, Dave, the other thing is too that as you mentioned, open houses, for example, or success with these reports, you know, if members want to join the RPR Connect Facebook site, that is learning and interaction among realtors. We do Facebook Live sessions there, but there's some great tips and success stories about how members are using reports. I mean, one that's been very popular recently is a gentleman that takes these reports, prints a high quality, you know, version, hard copy, and mails them in his, you know, farm areas. And he consistently gets 15 approximate leads every month. He's the top listing agent in his large company. So, you know, sometimes going back to, you know, that kind of contact. And I think he's even mentioned that at times people will have had that RPR report sitting on their coffee table for 3 months and then pick it up when they're ready.
I think this is going to be well received. And you guys got a promise to come on back then. I tell you, in a couple of months. I tell you, and you guys always have great content. So I want to thank you both for coming on the show again. And I'm sure we'll see you soon. Ernie, thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much. And for all our subscribers, make sure you guys tune in again in a couple of weeks. We'll have another vendor spotlight for you. Thanks. Guys, take care all.
Thanks, Dave.
Make sure to check out our Pro Support page for additional videos on a full range of topics. And don't forget to click that subscribe button on our MLS Listings YouTube page.